Hi guys, welcome and thank you for stopping by another one of my videos. And yes, this is an eFootball 2024 myLeague related video. It's just not the one you would expect, especially if you have been watching my Arsenal myLeague campaign. Let me just address the obvious elephant in the room. Unfortunately, this isn't an Arsenal myLeague video. My Arsenal campaign has unfortunately come to an abrupt end. To make a long story short, and the short one even shorter, I'm well aware that I'm going to be a wordsmith blaming his tools here, but due to some complication with said tools, unfortunately, basically lost 3 match days, basically 3 videos. Because of these complications, I have since switched up my setup, including going from my AMD video capture software to OBS Studio. My entire PC is an AMD build, so basically all my videos have been recorded from the AMD software Pro Edition, which has a video capture embedded into that software, but I've had to stop using that one. I've downloaded OBS now. That is what, and this is what I'm actually recording with now. Basically, match day 11, Arsenal faced Nottingham Forest. That game ended in a 1-1 draw at the Emirates. 2 first half goals from I know our goal came in the 31st minute. That was a corner kick from Odegaard, delivery right into the path of Abraham's forehead for the equalizer. But I believe the first goal came at the 13th minute, and that was from Hudson-Odoi. Stunner from outside the box, no chance for the keeper, top left corner, nothing he could do. The rest of the game was basically back and forth possession, shots on goals between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal at the Emirates. And although that put an end to our win streak, the boys were able to redeem themselves versus Crystal Palace, getting a 2-1 victory, and they followed up by an absolute thrashing on Wolverhampton, a 5-1 affair, basically giving us back-to-back victories after the draw from Nottingham Forest. But unfortunately, even if I wanted to show you that, I can't, because I basically lost those. This has been very disappointing for me. I've been so bummed by this that I've launched myLeague every day this week, every evening this week. I have my regular day job, but every evening I've actually launched myLeague to record another video, and I just couldn't bring myself to doing so. I've had no desire to actually continue the campaign because of those losses. Whether it's a good or bad thing, I've actually finally made the decision. Basically yesterday, I'm recording this on Saturday night, the 20th. I basically decided that I'm going to start a brand new myLeague campaign. I considered actually continuing with Arsenal. Arsenal is my favorite club, so I would most likely always want to play with Arsenal at the Emirates, especially considering their stadium is in the game. However, looking at the schedule, when you reboot myLeague, for some reason, I can't speak for everyone, but on my build, the schedule is exactly the same 10 games that I previously played. I would play them back to back, exactly the same, and I just didn't want to do that. and there is no way to actually shuffle the schedule, which is disappointing. I mean, for quote-unquote Master League that is incomplete, there are still so many restrictions that Konami have actually placed on this mode, and I don't understand why. But anyway, because I'm not able to shuffle it, it's exactly the same thing. I've decided I'll be starting a brand new campaign with a brand new team. This time I'll be crossing over the English Channel over to La République, over to France in Ligue 1. The team I've decided to go with was founded in the 50s, in 1950, I believe, and plays in the third largest city in France, in Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes. Although they only won their first Ligue 1 championship in 2002, they have managed to deck out their trophy cabinet with 20 pieces of silverware, 7 of those actually coming from their incredible back-to-back win streak in Ligue 1, winning the French championships. I mean, this team was doing PSG winning things before PSG was acquired by Qatar Sports Investment. And yes, if you know anything about this team, you guys know what team I'm talking about. It's the one and only Olympique Lyonnais. And I just wanted to say, this is actually my brother's favorite team. And although I favor Ligue 2's Paris FC, not Paris Saint-Germain, it's Paris FC, I favor them most. I do enjoy Olympique Lyonnais vicariously through my younger brother, so it's actually gonna be, I do hope this is gonna be a very good campaign, because I do actually like the team. Now, as it stands, Lyon is currently sitting in 16th place. This is unbelievable. I still cannot believe this. They're sitting in 16th place on 16 points in Ligue 1, having only won 4, drawn 4, and 10 defeats. Last I checked, I'm not sure if they played a game today. I didn't even check. They're sitting in a very dangerous position right now, the relegation zone, and I believe I would really hate for Lyon to be relegated to Ligue 2 for the 24-25 season. So I do hope that they have been making and will be making the right moves to actually get themselves in a more comfortable position in Liga. I'm not sure what can be done. I do believe they need an actual veteran of a coach, manager who knows what he's doing. I believe some players need to get shipped out, and bringing, basically having a mix of veteran players and younger players to come in. Hopefully they actually do the business and they're able to get themselves in a comfortable spot in Liga. I don't believe they're going to be winning anything this season, but if they're able to get the manager decision correctly and change the team up a little bit, I believe they might be able to get themselves somewhere in the mid-table, 10th, 11th, somewhere around there, because Lyon is a massive club in France. They're capable of doing that, but then again, that's up to the American owners. So this is going to be a what-if campaign. Basically, what if I was appointed president of football operations at one of France's biggest football clubs at the beginning of the season? I touched on it briefly minutes ago, but I would first start off by shaking up the entire squad, bringing in a mixture of young and veteran players of my choosing, I'm also going to bring in a manager who knows a thing or two about winning and has had the experience in the management position. I believe that's what Lyon needs right now, and this is exactly what I will be doing. I don't think I'll be using any of the Lyon players as it stands. My apologies to Lacazette, who's a player that I actually like a lot, but I won't be using the likes of Lacazette or any of these guys. But I will be bringing my own veteran players with experience, and a group of young guys to actually try to see if we could push for the League One title in this Liga myLeague campaign with Olympique Lyonnais. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. First things first, I have gone with an experienced manager. He's the current manager at Lazio, former manager to Juventus, having won the 2019-20 Serie A, an experienced manager in Maurizio Sarri. That is who I will be going with as the manager for Olympique Lyonnais in this myLeague campaign. The starting 11. First, the formation I went with is technically a 3-4-3, but for some reason the AI is calling it 3-1-3-3. But it's basically a 3-4-3. In goal, I have enlisted the services of a young Frenchman playing in the championship right now because their team got relegated, I believe, last season. It's the French goalkeeper Ian Meslier. He will be our main shot stopper in this myLeague campaign. Because it's a 3-4-3, we will be going with a 3-man backline, red, bleu, blanc, rouge, spearheaded by the former Real Madrid centre-back. Varane will be in defense in the middle, whom I believe is currently wasting his time at Manchester United. I believe he's better off helping a team like Lyon and bringing them to Liga glory during the latter parts of his career. So I've gone with Varane as our main defender. I've also elected him the club captain as well. He is joined by the Aston Villa veteran and also French international in Lucas Digne, and the young Chelsea man Benoit Badiachil, who I believe has a bright future, not just at Chelsea or whichever clubs he chooses to play with in the future, but also in the French side. So that makes a backline of Raphael Varane, Digne, and Badiachil. Hopefully they're able to do the business in front of goal for me. Playing in deep is my man Axel Witsel, one of my favorite players. And believe it or not, despite him being a Belgian native, he has strong ties to the French community. His father being from the island of Martinique, the Neuf-Sept-Deux, which is actually an island department of France. So he will be coming in the midfield, playing as a defensive midfielder. My hope is to have him bossing in front of the defense, and hopefully have him form a 4-man defensive line when needed, slotting in right between either Varane and Badiachil or Varane and Digne to create basically a 4-man defensive line. That's what I'm hoping for with him being our defensive midfield player. It wouldn't be a proper what if there wasn't a controversial decision in the lineup. and this one has to do with another player who I love very much, and I believe he is the greatest midfielder the French national team has ever had. This is another what if, like I said. What if Paul Pogba was never indefinitely suspended? What if after leaving United, he expressed a desire to return to France? I believe he would be excellent for Olympique Lyonnais. I would, like I have done, put him in the midfield, in central midfield, giving him creative freedom in that midfield area to do whatever he thinks is necessary to help the team win. I believe that is the best way. Pogba to play Pogba, have him in an advanced midfield position, being very creative, having the creative freedom, like I said, which is what he did at Juventus, which brought him to prominence. I'm not sure why United had him playing a much deeper role. That's not how you get the best of this guy. Anyway, Paul Pogba comes in for us at Olympique Lyonnais. Flanked on either side will be Moussa Djenepo. I believe his name is Djenepo. He's a former Southampton player, currently playing at Standard de Liège, Witzel's former club at the beginning of his senior career, and also Yanis Siminiani. He is actually a young Lyon native. He's playing in the Swiss Super League right now for Lugano. Lyon basically we believe that the local boy would actually fare much better in their footballing program. So we will be developing him as a player, and he will be in the first team selection for us. Like I said before, this is going to be a team with a mixture of young and veteran players, and that's exactly what we did with bringing on Siminiani, the Frenchman, and also Badiachil as well, including Meslier. Forming what I actually believe would be a goal-scoring trident up front would be, first it would be the Belgian Lois Openda, a young player. Another what if he never went to Red Bull Leipzig, but Lens was approached by Olympique Lyonnais to secure his services as the striking force for the team. I do hope he can bring us a lot of goals up front. Alongside him is another former Ligue 1 player, currently playing at Sassuolo, the young Frenchman Armand Oriente. He will be playing on that left wing. On the right is a player that's really near and dear to me, the Newcastle man, number 24, Miguel Almiron. And I believe I speak for any football fan in Atlanta when I say he brought joy to us, playing a being a pivotal character behind Atlanta United's first MLS title, which we won only after our second season in existence. Needless to say, this guy Miguel and others have been lifted into legendary status in the city of Atlanta in the US. So he will be on the right wing, Miguel Almiron. Playing a backup role to Meslier is another Frenchman, who perhaps another what if he never went to Turkey. I can't remember the name of the team that he's playing for in Turkey right now, but Lyon has secured the signature of Paul Bernardoni. He's another Frenchman. He will be playing the backup to Ian Meslier. A returning Pierre Kalulu will rejoin his former side with countryman Olivier Boscagli, the Monaco man, having been at PSV since 2019. Completing the trio on the bench will be the Brazilian Marcos Teixeira Massao, He will be hoping to basically redirect his career with the French Giants after what I believe has been a poor time at Sevilla. I don't think he's doing too well there, so he is currently on our side on the bench as a backup center back for the squad. Another familiar face is this man right here, N'Golo Kante. I guess he wasn't particularly enjoying the brutal heat of Saudi Arabia, so the veteran World Cup winner for France has decided to take his talents to the city of Lyon. Alongside him, Lyon has also secured the services of an Atlas man, Jordi Caicedo, coming over from Liga MX, the Mexican first division. Ndombele, who has played for Lyon before. I believe he started off as a loan player, and then he came on full time. Left, I believe he went to the Premier League and came back again on loan at Lyon. He will come in to bolster the midfield. The youngster Alexis Flips, another Frenchman, another what if again, choosing the French Giants over Anderlecht. He went to Anderlecht. Basically, what if he chose playing for Olympique Lyonnais instead of Anderlecht? And I get this is just my opinion, but I do believe that Olympique Lyonnais is a bigger team than Anderlecht. That is just my opinion. So he will come in alongside Ndombele to bolster the midfield area. Nabil Fekir getting a call back to his former club after spending a few years at Real Betis in La Liga. He will be joined by his fellow countrymen Dimitri Payet and Florent Thauvin. All three men, they're basically able to play on either side of the pitch, on the wings and in an attacking central midfield role. They're very versatile players, so I basically enlisted all three of their services, veteran players who will be able to help the young guys develop in this side. As a backup to Openda, another strike partner is the Brazilian Gustavo da Silva Souza. Gustavo, he will be coming in as a backup, like I said, to Openda. I believe he's currently playing for South Korean side, Yeonbuk. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I believe it's a Hyundai Motors team. He will be coming in. He is a veteran player. He knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, so he will be coming in as a backup to our main striker Luis Openda. And this is it, guys. This is basically our lineup for this new campaign with Olympique Lyonnais. I hope you guys love the team that I've decided to go with. If you have any suggestions, I ask that you leave it down in the comment section. There will be no gameplay in this video, but the first game of the season, match day 1 against Metz at home, will be uploaded not too long after this video is uploaded. So I do hope to see each and every one of you there. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys are not too disappointed with the change from the Arsenal to Olympique Lyonnais. Unfortunately, I didn't feel comfortable continuing with the Arsenal season, having lost footage for 3 of the games. So hopefully we can start fresh, and this will be a very good one. Thank you for stopping by again. Hope to see you in the next video.